Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing the GeForce GTX TITAN, the original one from 2013 in days gone. I am not overclocking it, as you can see right here, because, well, it's a reference design cooler and it heats up quite a bit, especially with my room temperature right now, which is about like 27, 28 degrees Celsius. Yep, I will be sweating bullets maybe throughout this video. Anyway, we're playing it with a Ryzen 9 5900X and 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is obviously overkill for a GTX Titan, but you'll get the same FPS with like an i7 4770 or even a 3770. This game is not CPU intensive at all, and 16 gigs of RAM are also definitely enough. Let's get into it, shall we? And going over the settings first, I'm playing at 1080p resolution. I think we're also going to test this one at 1440p and maybe at 4K. I don't know, I'm just curious to see it at 4K, you know. Medium settings preset at the moment. We're also going to test like high, and that's it. Let's go. I can hear the GPU screaming right now. It's at 77 degrees Celsius. Don't worry, these aren't unsafe temperatures whatsoever. It's perfectly fine. The GPU won't really thermal throttle or anything like that. I replaced the thermal paste recently on it. So as you can see, guys, if you want to play at 1080p with 60 plus FPS, well, you gotta drop things to low, and it will definitely do that. This is a very intensive area as well. But I wouldn't play on low settings because medium looks like 100 times better and high looks 100 times better than medium, or maybe even more than that. So there's that, guys. You should avoid low settings in my opinion, and the GPU has enough VRAM to handle it at medium absolutely fine as well. As you can see, it's using 4 gigabytes of it, and it's skipping a few frames here and there, but that's totally normal. We've seen that with pretty much all of the GPUs that I tested so far, aside from the 8 gigabyte RX 570. That's kind of weird because this is not really VRAM limited. Outside of camp, we're gonna get more FPS, of course, hopefully closer to 60, as you can see there, touching 60, going above 60 at times. So the Kepler 2013 GTX Titan is still hanging in there. As you can see, at least in days gone, of course. This is a very well optimized title. If you play, for example, Horizon Zero Dawn on it, yeah, it's gonna be rough, okay? By the way, if you come across a horde, those are not really intensive, guys, so don't you worry, it's gonna perform well anyway. It might drop like 4 or 5 frames per second, and you might get around the same FPS as in the camp area. 69. Okay, this number follows me everywhere. 2560 by 1440, utilizing the medium setting still. And does the GTX Titan have what? Does it have what it takes to play this game well at the 1440p resolution using medium settings? I think so. As you can see, frame time graph is a little bit more inconsistent, but that's still okay. And something that I've noticed here in this game, by the way, is that if you lock your FPS to say like 35 here or 40, the frame time graph will be completely flat. You will probably still experience a few frame skips here and there, which don't really show up in the frame time graph, but no stutters, okay? That's great to know. So I want to go back to camp right now to show you the least FPS that you can expect with this GPU. I think it's this way. Yeah, probably. Oh, boy. Okay, yeah, Digimon just texted me. I was distracted there, but okay, I think we're almost there, guys. Yep, that's it. Okay, so 40s, it's dropping now. I'd probably lock this one to either 40 FPS or 35, and that's going to be a smooth experience. As you can see now, it's getting a little bit rough there, the frame time graph. It's all over the place a little bit. That happens when you get closer and closer to 30 frames per second, by the way. But yeah, it's no issue still, you know, it's still playable. Yeah, the Titan can still play this game at 1440p absolutely fine, above 30 FPS. Now, what about 4K? That is like way too much for a GPU like this, I am aware. But I'm just curious, okay? 4K medium settings, 20 something. Could be worse, right? I think on low settings, it might get close to 30. Maybe not 30 plus, though. We can actually try that out for a little bit here. Low, these two are still set to medium. 30, look at that. Okay, it's right around 30 FPS. I will definitely not play like this, by the way, but it's capable of getting 30 or around 30 at 4K resolution, which is actually really decent, considering that this is the most intensive area that I've come across so far. It's only dropping to like 28. Yeah, all right. The Titan is impressing me a little bit, or should I say the optimization of this game is impressing me a lot. Okay, so we're at the high settings right now, using the 1080p resolution. Wow, look at that difference, by the way, in visual fidelity. Holy crap, it makes so much of a difference. I'm just gonna disable motion blur because, well, we don't like that here, and chromatic aberration as well. To be honest, chromatic aberration isn't really that noticeable in this game. Still pretty good. I would pick high settings over medium any day with these FPS, guys, at 1080p resolution. So, wow, the Titan is handling a 2021 game on PC, 2019 on console. Absolutely fine at 1080p high. Of course, it's not 60 FPS, but as this is a single-player title, I don't feel the need, I myself don't feel the need to get 60 FPS. Of course, people are different, everyone's different, but I'm usually very picky when it comes to frame rates, and this doesn't bother me. So, it's fine, okay? Or maybe I should say I didn't used to be picky about frame rates, but after playing with the GT 710 and G100 so much, well, maybe now I am tolerating a little bit better lower FPS. But still, a lot of people find this experience to be playable, or even like 30 FPS locked. I mean, the consoles play this game at 30 FPS locked, I believe, so it's no problem there, especially with the controller, you know? So outside of camp, it's getting into the 50s now, very close to it at times. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be dropping. I mean, this is great. Bend Studios, the developers of this game, did an amazing job, like an incredible job at optimizing this game. Before the game came out, I would never expect these kinds of FPS coming from a GPU this old, or the GTX 580. I mean, the Titan was the best of its own in 2013, before the 780 Ti came out, but it's old and it's very outdated, and for example in Call of Duty Warzone, it struggles a lot. Very curious to know if it will even launch Battlefield 2042, by the way. That should be fun to test out in these older GPUs as well. This is totally playable. Oh god, no, we're not gonna do that, okay? We're not gonna do that. We're gonna stay here, change the resolution now to 1440p. Okay, 2560 by 1440 using high settings now. And, wow. Look at that, guys. The game is looking gorgeous, and it's playing above 30 FPS with the Titan. This is so great. Oh boy, nope. Fire effects look beautiful on high settings as well because of the lighting, guys. This is awesome. This really is awesome. God damn it, how did you hit me? Did these snipers have some military training or something? Like, what the hell? That's incredible for a normal person. But look at them. They're running towards me. Hello, guys. How's it going? You know what? I'm just gonna go away now. Okay? Stop. Oh, you always gotta stop in the stop signs, guys. Look at the road, and maybe that's not a good idea during a zombie apocalypse. Alright, let's get to camp now. Ooh, if I don't break my bike first, I almost have no words, guys. This is beautiful. Okay, I'm feeling the frame skips as we approach this area right here. Yeah, it's very tough right now, guys. I definitely choose to play with locked frames, as you can see there. Tons of frame skips. But it only happens, or usually it only happens, whenever you get to camp. And then it smooths out. As you can see, it's okay now. So even at 1440p high,
What's up?
still playable. Still not dropping from 30. It might have dropped there by the entrance because of the stutters, but now it's smooth. It's at 32 to 35 most of the time. How? 2160p now, using high settings, just for fun, basically. It's not too different from medium, to be honest, in terms of FPS, but it looks way better. So if you want to take screenshots of this game, I think this is a good option. 4K, high settings, looking beautiful. So the Titan can play this game absolutely fine. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one very soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.